So I grew up in the city, and fishing was something that I did with my father, and we always wanted to hunt. He passed away many years ago, and we never got to fulfill that dream. That combined with the fact that I live in the city and it's almost impossible to do any type of hunting. As soon as I moved up a little further outside the city, I decided that I wanted to pursue that dream, and that's how I got here.
It's crucially important for us to do this as hunters, to take people out. We're losing hunters, or hunters are aging out. And as those numbers start to dwindle, we lose hunters, we lose funding, conservation suffers as a result.
So Field to Fork events can come in a few different models that we've piloted. Today, what we're at is what I would deem a destination model, where we bring in hunters from all around the state and we take them through a crash course or a 3 to 4 day program, trying to give them the ammunition they need to be successful moving forward. I believe creating a hunter comes down to 2 confidence levels. The new hunter has to be confident that they can take care of an animal, or they're not going to go back out and do it. Our ultimate goal is that they self-identify as a hunter. I mean, that is what becoming a hunter really is. And that's a confidence level, to say, I am a hunter. This is something I can do and I'm going to do it. But what creates that is the community, the camaraderie, and the social support of that kind of pushes them along in their journey of becoming a hunter.
The National Deer Association is focused on this as one of our core mission elements, is to get more people afield. We decided to do this program around 2016, and it was the thought process of connecting people with not only a seasoned veteran, but also finding the potential new hunters in places where we hadn't looked before.
I am a wild plant food and medicine forager. And, when I started doing that, it basically changed my life and how I look at the world. And I thought that learning how to hunt would only increase this realization that you don't have to feel insecure about food, or sustenance. It's everywhere.
So I know it's part of my culture, but it's not something that I grew up doing. People have just a different relationship with wildlife. That was something that was missing, that I want to connect back with.
There was a lot of information going out around access to land. Everyone got in the room and I was like, hey, I've got this idea. What does everybody think? And it fell out very naturally. The National Deer Association has the Field to Fork program. It's this canned experience, and they could bring that hunter expertise. The backcountry hunters and anglers had a lot of experienced hunters that they could tap to come be mentors. And then the hunters of color were bringing the authenticity to the program there. And we wanted to make sure this program was, specific, and having groups that target and work with those communities was critical. And it was very exciting to see, everybody come in and around hunting on TNC's land here.
So often we talk about familial hunting heritage, and it's totally possible to teach yourself how to hunt, but these programs are so important because you're learning from experts, you're learning from people who want you to be there as well. And so we call it creating a surrogate family at Hunters of Color.
It's been amazing. These people have strong interests that are participants. They may not have hunted or tried hunting if we didn't have this program, and that's a shame.
I think, that was definitely a big call to bring people into a space where they could feel comfortable to sort of get the sort of basic training that they need to sort of start that process of becoming a functional hunter.
Community is everything in hunting, and it's what keeps us involved. Sharing the stories of our hunt, makes them real.
You have the skills. This is where it all starts. One-on-one, getting experience.
The experience itself is very rewarding, and I hope it is as rewarding to my mentee Avery as it is for me. He seems to be super pumped that he was simply deer hunting. If that is anything less than rejuvenating from somebody who's been hunting for a number of years, then I'm probably doing the wrong thing.
The first night, Benito was pretty loud going into the stand. And then this morning we were going in and she was quiet and understood that deer are very keen and receptive to what's going on around them. As her confidence developed, she became more quiet, more still, more collected, and I think more confident in her own abilities.
I feel like just within the last 2 days is a wealth of experience that I learned. I feel like I can go out myself, and even though I know there's still a whole lot of things to learn, like I feel more confident.
On the route that I was going before, studying and reading, you have all of these questions, but you're confined to what you're reading, and you don't have someone to ask those questions. Here I was able to ask those questions. I was able to get immediate feedback, a response, and not only that, after I leave here, we are still going to stay connected.